Good evening, boys and girls. My name is Jeet, and I'll be your official C-stream for IEM Oakland 2017. Gonna have two matches on the schedule for tonight. We're starting off with the MongolZ versus Astralis, an incredibly important game for Group A. Well, I mean, let's be honest, the MongolZ, they have absolutely no chance of going through groups. But Astralis, they need to win this match, and they cannot win it in overtime. If they manage to win this match, they're still, they still need NIP to win their match over Envious, and they need SK to win their match over Cloud9. So very important match for Astralis. The other matches just as important for Astralis. We should be ready to go in just a few seconds. I hope you guys are ready for the action. I definitely am. And as you can see, the current group standing right now, Astralis in 5th in their group, Group A. They got two victories. One of them on overtime, and one of them in, well, regulation, I suppose. The MongolZ right now, absolutely no victories, 4 losses. Astralis, they've already played Inferno once in the group stage. Here at IEM Oakland, they played against Envious and lost. Sorry, they won, obviously. My bad. 116-11. The MongolZ, they haven't played Inferno here at Oakland yet. This is going to be their debut on this map. But as I said, we should be ready to go in just a few seconds, and indeed, both teams readying up. We are live. Astralis, they're going to be starting on CT side, but before we get started, a big shout out to those of you guys who decided to spend your evening watching, or afternoon maybe, depending on where you're from, watching this game with me. And in case you haven't already, in case you're from the US of A, make sure you grab your tickets for IEM Oakland. Tickets are still available over at intelextrememasters.com. One-day tickets at $19. Weekend tickets at $34, so you save a bit if you decide to come for Saturday and Sunday. And obviously you get seating for both CSGO and PUBG. Make sure you check that out if you're in the area, if you're flying out to the area. Tickets are still available. Now finally live. We did have a bit of a situation there earlier. Astralis didn't seem like they were quite ready yet. Nice pre-nade up top middle. Didn't deal as much damage as I thought it would. But Dupree, he goes down nonetheless to Mara. And CL still with the spray down up towards the top of mid. Silkenberg finds one on Zipex over towards B as well. There's only one defender left on B, that's Galave. He does manage to find the trade on Silkenberg, and NCL still in duel in middle. Device goes down. Off to a good start here for MongolZ on the T pistol. Already 3 kills in their favor. They've only lost 1 player. That being said, Sagu has taken a decent amount of damage here. Astralis, as you can see on the minimap, they've decided to gamble on the A bomb site. Now the MongolZ get the intel that there's at least 1 player on A, so let's just go towards B. It's more than likely an A stack, and indeed it is. B bomb site is completely open. Glaive and Kabu, they got it all to do, but Mara, he finds a beautiful headshot up on the boost here as he takes care of Glaive. Kabu left alone. Does have the Kevlar, and Obviously, not much he can do. Doesn't have a kit either. Probably going to be considering saving his Kevlar, and I think that's the right decision to make. Mongol starting off strong with the pistol. Only losing one player. Taking a good amount of damage here on Mara, Sugu. And machine gun, well, that's about it. And once again, the tournament, or the ranking right now, the standings, is what I'm trying to say. Both players, obviously, that shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. Both players playing in Group A. Astralis are currently 5th. You can see it at the very top of the screen currently. Astralis, they had a victory in regulation. They have a victory in overtime against SK. We saw that a little bit earlier today. Not that long ago, about half an hour ago, I would say. Well, maybe actually an hour ago. The Mongols, currently on 6th place in Group A with absolutely no victories and 4 losses. Very important match here for Astralis. They need to win this one. They also need NIP to win over Envious and SK to win over Cloud9 for them to have a chance to get out of groups. Astralis for this round with a bit of a force buy, not complete force here. We see this time and time again, and I like this new meta where you don't force up completely on the CT side. You save a little bit of money to make sure that you have enough utility going into the first gun round. Personally, I think that's incredibly important, especially on a map like Inferno. We know how important it is to have that utility to be able to lock down the choke points towards A, middle and apps, that is, and the choke point here towards B as well. Good decision, in my book at least. Mongols going for 4 rifles in the second round. That's kind of atypical, especially on a map like Inferno. We like to see a few more SMGs, but this could mean that they want to go for something towards A, and that does seem to be the case as well. They throw a few smokes, a few flashes over towards the B bomb site, and that's going to lure Astralis away from the A bomb site. It's only one defender close towards A right now. That's Kabu up on the balcony. I'm not entirely sure why we're stuck on Sipix. Definitely shouldn't be. All the action is going on the opposite bomb site. Machine gun, he goes down to Glaive. Device trying his best here through the library. In the meantime, Glaive moving in from middle. He spots Sugu down towards pit. 3 players on the site itself. Device managed to pick up an AK-47. He's running for his life. We'll be trying to hold on to that one for the upcoming round. And Sipix trying to see if he can get an exit frag. Another round on the board here for Mongols, making it 2-0. And once again, 4 players staying alive. Now, they did drop one of the rifles. As machine gun went down, Device picked up his rifle. Sipix does manage to find one on Mara. Couldn't quite connect the shot on Silkenberg, even though Silkenberg only at 3 HP. 2-0 on the board as mentioned. Mongols up to a pretty good start, a comfortable start. Keeping a lot of the players alive, or surviving with a good number after the round. That means that they can start to work on their economy incredibly early into the round, or into the game rather. That is definitely going to help them going forward. On Device, he finds the opening frag on NCL as he decides to go for the peak towards middle with his AK-47 he picked up from the previous round. Gabu trying to get a bit creative down towards Banana, but he doesn't manage to find anything. Instead, Machine Gun finds his head. Ooh. Good timing on the nade. That's going to blow that Deagle out of Sipix's reach. The Priest still patiently waiting for a potential push over towards A, and once again Astralis, they're gonna gamble towards A. They hear a few... Well, they hear a smoke pop towards middle, and they decide to completely gamble towards the A bomb site. Even though on the minimap we can see that it is going to be a B hit here for Mongols. At least that's what it looks like for the time being. They do have all 4 players close towards Banana. Sipix Up close towards construction. Needs to be careful here. Silkenberg on the hunt. Glaive. Dupree, he actually goes down to machine gun. Glaive picking up the AK-47. Will find one. Has potential to deal some damage. Finds the second as well. Cannot get the third. Unfortunately, Mara will shut him down. MongolZ making it somewhat easy 3-0. Does look like they got complete control of Astralis. They know exactly how Astralis are playing. They know how to fool Astralis, so to speak, at least in these low buy rounds, but that only makes sense. If you're down in numbers, you're down in weaponry, you're more than likely... I mean, the best chance that you'll have is definitely going for a stack somewhere. Ooh, wow, Silkenberg taking a bunch of damage from that double molly on Banana. First one landed right in front of him. He didn't take any damage from that, but he backed off. Backed out while he was completely blinded, and that cost him dearly. He's down to just 36 HP. NCL has taken a good amount of damage as well. He's down to 30. Without Astralis spotting any players, they've already done a good amount of damage. You have a bit of aggression up towards middle. Device sitting right behind the smoke machine gun, gonna get boosted above, but Dupree, he comes in massive with a spray down. He finds two, looking for even more. Gonna be picking up a name and falling back to safety, at least for now. We still got NCL chilling over at Banana, patiently waiting to potentially make some noise here. Zagu peeking out towards Archway. Cannot find anything just yet. Deals a decent amount of damage, but he will go down. Mara and NCL are now going to be left alone in a 2-on-5 situation. And with only 10 seconds left on the clock, they're doing the right thing, falling back to safety, seeing if they can hold on to their equipment for the upcoming round. First round on the board in favor of Astralis, 3-1. We get a little bit of radio action here from NCL. It's always nice to hear. If I'm not completely mistaken, that's from Team Fortress 2. I believe the sounds are from Team Fortress. I remember doing a questionnaire on that at one point, and I got it wrong. I believe the answer was Team Fortress. You guys can probably tell me in the chat. I'm sure you guys know more than I do about that. A good one-for-one trade early into the round here as Machine Gun, Device, like, kill each other. Mara decides to go for a bit of aggression up towards balcony, but a quick trade coming in from Kabu. Up close towards the side, over by default, it's going to be Dupree. Over on Archway, Sipix, he finds one on Silkenberg. And last two players here from MongolZ. Peeking through middle, trying to find an engagement up towards the A-bomb site. Haven't been able to find anything yet for this round, except for Machine Gun, who found the initial kill early into the round. Dupree over at Archway, he takes care of Sugu. NCL is now going to be all on his lonesome 1-on-4 situation. Not much he can do. Does have a smoke, does have the bomb in his control, but Kabu peeks out at the right time, takes him down. Second round on the board for Astralis. And the money is starting to shift, as you can see. Astralis, every single... Ooh, okay. Said that a bit too early. I was about to say every single player above 3k. Kabu decided to drop an AWP for Device instead, and I think that's a strange decision. They should know that MongolZ are going to be low on money for this round. So having an AWP against pistols, personally, I'm not the biggest fan. Or maybe that's a miscall from someone on the team. Maybe they think that MongolZ have a bit more money than they actually do. NCL pushing out. He does get the dink here on Kabu. Quick trade coming in. Mara finds one. Dupree with a trade of his own. Dupree, he's not done yet. He finds the double for the round. Silkenberg is now going to be all alone. Catches a nade to the face, down to just 20 HP. Actually a quite expensive round here for Astralis, all things considered. Silkenberg, as mentioned, he is left alone, trying his very best to deal even more economical damage. Dupree decides he wants more than just the 2, and he will get the 3rd. Silkenberg goes down, yet another round on the board for Astralis. Astralis, they did lose 2 players in the previous round, and as I said, seeing as they were up against more or less a full ecoing opponent, I mean, losing 2 weapons is fairly expensive, and 2 of the players were fairly low as well. Could have gone wrong here for Astralis, but they managed to pull themselves together and pick up the AWP as well. Save it for this round. Money is still not that big of a problem for Astralis. Good entries towards the B-bomb side here from MongolZ. A 2-for-1 exchange over towards B. Silkenberg, Mara both have taken a decent amount of damage here. They're still very much alive, and with the AK-47s, we know how incredibly dangerous those weapons can be. Kiabu, it's a nice kill on Mara over towards the top of Banana. Ooh, a nice double peek as well, and now it's down to a 1-on-2 situation favoring Astralis. NCL, they almost line up for him, but he cannot even find one of the 2 remaining players from Astralis. Sipix will shut him down. Nice retake from Kiabu, taking complete control of top Banana and of Pool close towards the site. 2 headshots in quick succession, and just like that, Astralis taking the lead. I saw someone in the chat mentioning my FPS counter at the top right of the screen. It should be fixed now, I apologize about that. Someone have been fiddling with my settings in OBS, and it can only be me, so I'm gonna blame myself on that one. As you can see, the MongolZ with that bomb plant, they still have enough money for the AK-47s. A bit of an interesting push here towards Apps. We saw it in the previous round as well. Mara up close towards Boiler. Dupree just waiting for the information, then falling back towards the side, playing it safe. I think that's a smart decision. Gabu peeking out. Dupree as well, holding the angle. Dupree gets a nice little tag on Mara. Peeks out at the right time with the help of Glaive and Sipix from Archway. They absolutely dominate the players moving up towards middle. NCL is now going to be left alone. He was in a 1-on-5 situation, now in a 1-on-4. He needs the ace to clutch this. Let's be honest, that's never going to happen. But 40 seconds to try and hold on to this AWP, that's going to be a tough task in itself. And indeed, Kabu moving in from the bridge, executes NCL from above. And MongolZ, the first tactical timeout in this incredibly important game. I've mentioned it already, but I'll gladly say it again for those of you who might have been tuned in a little bit too late to catch it. It's an incredibly important game here for Astralis. They need to win this, and they cannot win it in overtime. If they win it in overtime, they're only going to get 2 points with them in the group. If they only get 2 points... I checked it just a second ago. I believe, if I'm not completely mistaken, Envious are currently sitting on 7 points. Let me just clarify. Let me just check up on that real fast. Astralis on 5 points, as far as I remember. Indeed, currently Astralis sitting on 5th place with 5 points in the group. Envy sitting on 7, which means Astralis, if they get... Wait, actually, if they get the overtime victory, they should be able to win if Envious lose, because the tiebreaker should be the head-to-head. Never math and stream. I've been told many times I'll never learn. A quick round here from Astralis as Dupree gets the triple. And now Astralis in the lead by 3 rounds. Our MongolZ finally with enough money to get the AWP. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard here. We do see Dupree sitting at the very top. He's been dominating that A hold. Holding off nicely towards middle. On the other side, Mara and Machine Gun both sitting on 6. Both have done a good job on the entries. Most of their frags, or at least most of the frags that actually mattered, were from the pistol and the ecos. Machine Gun taking a bit of damage early into the round. Taking even more here with that nade. That's going to deal a good amount of damage. Takes him down to just 5 HP. Sipix going for a bit of a pre-fire towards middle. NCL is here as well, peeking the other direction. Device still posted up with the AWP down towards the top of Banana. Sipix falling back towards library. MongolZ making a bit of noise towards top of mid, towards the A bomb site, but again, it seems like it's going to be a fake here. It does look like they are heading back towards the B bomb site. Glaive in a decent position, the timing is not right. Could have done it, well, could have potentially gotten the kill here on Machine Gun. He just shot a little bit earlier, but that is absolutely brilliant. He masked his jump into the water by shooting, so they cannot hear his position, and he will be able to find one, but only one. Device still trying his very best through the smoke, not able to catch the shot. Dupree moving up on the flank. Kabu in CT. Silkenberg, yet another kill for him. And Silkenberg, he's not done yet. Dupree is now going to be all on his own, trying to get in towards the site. The big question now is exit frags probably going to be the way to go. That being said, they have a good amount of money. He could potentially go for the hero play, but exits, that is going to be it. And he doesn't even hit once. That's a bit awkward. Either way, another good round for MongolZ, and it does seem like MongolZ, whenever they do these sort of, you know, small fakes where they don't really invest too heavy into a fake. What I mean about that is, when you try to sell a fake, typically you would sort of sacrifice one player and say, okay, if you die, that's that. We need to sell this fake. See if you can get a kill up towards the A bomb site. The rest of us, we're going to be posted over towards B. Typically, that's how you want to do if you want to try and sell a fake. But MongolZ, they're only using their utility to try and sell this fake, and it seems to be working out great for them. And the B bomb site is where the magic happens for MongolZ. They might have realized it now, as every single player is posted up towards Banana. Dupree, very aggressive down middle. Device, he finds one, he finds two, and he's not done yet, looking for even more. Machine Gun still up close and personal. Device trying... Okay, that's interesting. Picking up the AK-47, Machine Gun will take him down, but Glaive with a quick trade. And yet another round on the board for Astralis. 7-4. A quick reset in the economy here for the MongolZ, resetting their loss bonus. That's definitely going to help Astralis to get a comfortable lead here in the first half. See someone in chat saying that they have to get the win, not in overtime, otherwise they're gonna end up on 4th, with Envious taking the round difference or something like that. But I think head-to-head goes before round difference. I'm not entirely sure. I can check up with the admins, and obviously they know more than I do, and they'll be able to tell me exactly what's up. 8-4 Astralis. Already a comfortable lead. Now, if MongolZ can get 1 or 2 more rounds, that's not half bad. Astralis, they could potentially extend that lead even further right here. Still not the best amount of utility on MongolZ. Astralis, they got plenty of money, and money to spare as well. Dupree once again going for that aggression. That's a beautiful shot on Silkenberg. Dupree still aggressive down towards middle. He will get traded out by NCL, but Device this time around not playing B, playing from top of mid. He finds the kill on Machine Gun. We're back to a 4-on-3 situation, once again favoring Astralis. Sugu does manage to connect on Sipex, but Glaive, a quick trade coming from him. Sugu, 3 HP. Mara, the bomb in hand. He's gonna get the A bomb site completely for free. Sugu is still sitting at the bottom of T stairs. Mara is on his own, trying to do something. But Device more or less just posted up over towards the porch side of A. Unlucky for Mara, he decides to run right into Device crosshair. And just like that, Astralis will pick up another round on the board, as it's just Sugu left alone. 3 HP as mentioned. Plenty of utility, and it's definitely better holding on to the rifle, the head armor, and this much utility. Definitely a better decision than running out and trying to make a hero play with 3 HP. On Glaive, he's already on the hunt. He realized, okay, if Sugu is saving, he must be saving more than just an AK. And Sugu will find the kill on Glaive, posted up ready for the push. And indeed, 9-4 on the scoreboard. Speaking of scoreboard, let's take a quick look at it, as Machine Gun and the MongolZ have called for another tactical pause. As you can see, Dupree still leading the charts over from Astralis, sitting on 15 kills. Decent amount of assists as well, not something we talk that much about typically, but I like to do things a little bit different here on my end. Glaive sitting right beneath him with 12 kills of his own, 10 for Kabu. Device on 8. 5 for Sipex. On the other side, Silkenberg has taken the lead with 8 kills. I believe he was sitting on 3 last time we checked, so he's definitely been stepping up with that AWP. 7 for Machine Gun, still right up there. 6 for Mara, 5 for NCL and Sugu. But obviously it's not all about the kills. It's about getting rounds on the board. If you don't find those rounds, it's gotta be tough to win the game. Dupree. Early frag for him. That's Sugu, that's the only player with head armor. The only player with anything to work with other than a P250. Well, that's a good initial kill here for Dupree. Device, he finds one on Mara as well. And I do realize that we're missing a lot of the action due to auto-director. I'm trying my best to follow along every once in a while. When I'm doing all this on my own, I will let the admins know that the go-to-V for the C stream, if they could up the delay on the go-to-V, that would be perfect. Would help out quite a bit with the auto-director. It's not gonna happen for this game, but at least for the game later on tonight, if they can fix that, that would be perfect. NCL left alone and obviously gonna get pushed from Banana. As you can see, Sipex sitting right behind him will take him down nice and easy. 10-4 MongolZ. They desperately need this round if they want a chance to make this game a bit more competitive. Once again, I will clarify that Astralis, they need to win this. If they win in overtime victory, they should still be able to qualify, but it all comes down to SK. They need to win against Cloud9. NIP, they need to win against Envious. If both, well, both of those matches need to be won by NIP and SK. Otherwise, Astralis will have absolutely no chance of going through groups. Dupree, yet again opening up nicely here with the help of Kjabu. I hope that was only a error on GoTV. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Dupree just threw a smoke down onto the Molotov sitting in middle. I had absolutely no sounds of it. I hope that was only in-game or only on the GoTV and not in-game. Otherwise, that could have been a bit awkward. 3-on-4 situation. Glaive fairly low on HP, but he is posted up over towards Graveyard. You have Kjabu sitting in pit, patiently waiting. Ooh, the nade. That's gonna hit the mark. That deals so much damage. Mara gone down to just 4 HP. Glaive peeks out at the right time. Flashbang is pretty good as well. Once again, NCL all alone, 1-on-3, making it into a 1-on-2. He needs to find Glaive over at Graveyard as well. The timing on the flashbang is pretty good. NCL gets absolutely blinded. Glaive just playing the time. Finally, he will go down, but as you can see, Device already running away. Playing it smart, not going for the hunt, not trying to be greedy with the kills, not trying to pet his stats. Rather, secure the round. Take it from there. 11-4. Pretty confident half here from Astralis. Very good, very good pistol round for MongolZ and the two following as well. Pretty good job, but after that it's just been the Astralis game. Our second half. It's gonna go live right away. Astralis and MongolZ. They don't want to waste any time at all. We are gonna run right into it. Silkenberg peeks out at the right time. He finds one on Sipix. A quick trade coming in as Machine Gun went down to Glaive, but Silkenberg, he's incredibly low as well, and so is Sugu. Nice job here by Dupree. NCL in a good position, trying to find some, but Device. I actually thought it was Device jump shooting there, but no, that was Dupree. Device on the backside. Found the kill. Mara left alone. 1-on-4 situation. Does manage to find one, but a quick trade coming in from Dupree. 12th round on the board for Astralis, picking up the pistol. That's definitely going to help them getting one step closer to going through groups and into the playoffs. But as I mentioned, it comes down to NIP winning over Envious and SK Gaming winning over Cloud9 as well. Both of those need to happen. Otherwise, there's absolutely no chance of Astralis going through groups and hitting playoffs for IEM Oakland 2017. Well, very quickly, I do want to mention for you guys that later on tonight, in around 3 hours from now, roughly 3 hours from now, we do have another game coming up on this channel. It's going to be Renegades versus Gambit. Make sure you don't miss that if you're from the NA region or any other region where it's not in the middle of the night. Or rather, I mean, if you're from Europe and you don't have school or work tomorrow, stay up for my sake. I'm staying up for yours. Let's have a party together. How about that? Device deciding to go for a bit of early aggression up towards the top of Banana, but in the meantime, Silkenberg, he peeks out with the deagle, he finds one. Looking for even more, but he cannot find it. Glaive does go down, but Kjabu with a quick trade up towards top of mid. Mara, Silkenberg, and NCL have all taken a decent amount of damage here. Sugu, wondering how many bullets he has left. Not many. 13 to be exact. Well, they're gonna wrap down towards CT. Sugu, a little bit late to the action here. Zuckerberg has already lost his life. Dupree with the double kill. And they just killed 2 players on A. Why are they still committing to B? Sonic, please speak up. Tell your players, tell your team to get back towards that A bomb site. Finally, they realized, but... Well, I was about to say it could be too late here, but Sipix is actually posted up towards middle, patiently waiting for the rotation from the Mongols, cutting it a bit close on time. There's still 4 times remaining, is more than enough to get the bomb down. Indeed, Mara and NCL, I think they're just going to see if they can hold on to their weaponry for the upcoming round. It is going to be more or less the full eco coming up for the Mongols. And yes, indeed. Another round on the board for Astralis, 13-4. The Mongols... I mean, this was expected, let's be completely honest. We did expect Astralis to absolutely dominate this matchup. And Inferno is actually not that bad of a game for Astralis either. The last couple of times I've seen them play on this map, they've been doing quite reasonable. And obviously, skill-wise, they are just better than the Mongols, so they should definitely be able to win this one. Mara, with that scout save from the previous round, trying to get that peek down towards middle. Device posted up right underneath the wall on top of Banana. Patiently waiting for anything, but look at this. Machine gun so aggressive towards middle, but he only managed to find 1. And just like that, the A-bomb site is completely open. Again, Astralis, they're hesitating. Device up close towards the wall on top of Banana still. More or less a clean round, only losing Kabu in the mix. 2 more rounds for Astralis and it will all be over for the Mongols. It more or less already is, let's be honest. They're on 6th place in group. They cannot even advance 1 place in group if they win this. So they're gonna go out of group with absolutely no victories unless they pull off something incredibly magical. Seems unlikely. Astralis have been taking full control of this game this far. Ooh, okay. I said magical, and Silkenberg answers. That's a nice peek on Glaive. Quick shoulder peek with the AWP, peeking out at the right time. NCL does manage to find 1 machine gun as he as well. He gets the trade on Kabu. Sipix up close and personal. And look at this. Tsugu in such a good position. Device does manage to find Silkenberg over towards the B bomb site. But now he realized I'm left alone in a 1-on-3 and they have bomb control. And indeed, the Mongols, they're playing as a unit. As you can see on the minimap, they're, well, at least they were moving pretty much right next to each other, side by side. Device trying to clutch this one. They do have the economy to buy up no matter what here, Astralis. Oh, wow. Wow. The patience here on Device is absolutely mind-boggling. Normally, you would see a spray down more or less right after you get blinded if you're in a position where you cannot move, where you cannot get away without revealing your position. You would normally see a straight up spray down. Instead, Device, he patiently waits. And he waits so long that the timing actually could have been wrong for him. He managed to make it work. That was quite interesting to say the least. As I mentioned, still plenty of money here for Astralis to buy up. That's not going to be an issue. Device taking a bit of damage at the lower portion of Banana. The Mongols going for a bit of aggression themselves on top of Banana. In the meantime, Astralis, the rest of his teammates here, they are going to move their way in towards the A-bomb site. Debris leading the charges with Kiabu, and both of them getting a nice opening frag on the porch side of A. The bomb should be going down. Device patiently waiting for the rotation. Does manage to find one on Silkenberg. Machine gun. Kiabu, there's no reason for you to peek this. Machine gun does go down. NCL will get the kill on Device, finally picking up the AK-47. But he is going to be left alone, and he needs the ace. There's absolutely no way that's going to happen. Dupree takes him down to just 19 HP. As you can see on the minimap, Astralis, they're all over him. They want to get this gun, and they do succeed. Sipix takes care of NCL 15-5. Astralis with 10 match points. I've been looking towards the chat a few times, and I see a lot of you guys are hitting me up with some incredibly nice messages. And believe me, I do appreciate it quite a lot. I'll get back to that in just a bit here, as it is getting a bit interesting for this, what could be the final round. Machine Gun does deny one of the players moving in towards the B bomb site, but Glaive is already making his notice on B. Oh, this is interesting. Going for the one-on-one, or the one-by-one here for Astralis. Glaive over towards the B bomb site. Trying to fake this one out. Trying to deal some damage. And he doesn't see anyone pushing him immediately. And Kiabu is actually posted up, trying to get his way over towards B as well. For the longest time ever, Kiabu could have walked straight in towards the A-bomb side with his knife out, planted the bomb, absolutely no problem. Obviously, I have a bit more information than he does. I have a nice little minimap here up on the left-hand corner, which shows me all the players on the server. I also have X-ray. So with the information available for Kiabu, I mean, I would still have stayed fairly close towards my teammate and tried to close it out in that previous round, but a bit of a tricky play there from Astralis, trying to mind game it a bit, I think. Now they are going to be low on economy. They're still going to try their absolute greatest. Deal some damage in this round. Machine Gun does manage to find the first on Glaive. Machine Gun still in a decent position, but he gets taken down by Kiabu. A 4-on-3 situation, but Dupree, he pushes out from balcony, finds one on Sugu. On the side itself, it's going to be Mara trying his very bravest. And he is not going to be able to find anything at all, as Dupree gets yet another kill. And Astralis, they might just do it in a low buy. At least they are trying their absolute best. Silkenberg, NCL. Ooh, they're not done fighting just yet. NCL peeks out. Dupree, is he gonna get the quad? Indeed he will. And just like that, Astralis have beat the Mongols 16-6. And now it's all up to SK Gaming. They need to win over Cloud9, and NIP need to win over Envious for Astralis to make it through groups and hit playoffs here at IEM Oakland 2017. Once again, before I take a break, before the next game, I want to reach out to you guys and thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, we do have another game coming up a little bit later tonight. In roughly 3 hours from now, we have Renegades versus Gambit. Don't miss out on that. And if you are in the Oakland area, make sure you hit up intelextrememasters.com. There are still tickets available for the entire weekend. Still tickets available for just daily passes. And there are plenty of exclusive goods as well. Make sure you check that out if you are in the Oakland area. And that is going to be it for me. I hope to see you guys a little bit later tonight. Until next time, take it easy.